this is the past? It looks like our old basement at least. And look at me. I'm young.
We've jumped back about 10 years.
Don't I have to be careful now that I don't run over my own grandpa or something?
No more than usual. We're just observing your memory here.
Ah, I see. So I don't have to be careful in case I step on some dinosaur eggs.
Throwing in all the time travel tropes.
I know what day this is. My father locked me up in the basement because I teased the neighbor's boy. His name was Albert.
She came from an abusive household, didn't she?
Alfred Marcel.
I don't want to say too
Alfred
much.
Marcel?
Oh.
Like in Dr. Marcel? Oh no.
You better believe it. He's the son of the doctor in charge of the asylum.
Whoa.
I think of that.
But
She was
this shouldn't be a
going
concern
after
for
the
us. We're
the kid
here to
of the
teach
guy
you
who
the art
now
of
has her
loosening
in the asylum.
screws without a tool.
All right then.
I have to get my bearings first. I'll go first, if you don't mind. We can take turns, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so in this, do you see at the top right, there's like a little circle thing. Top right.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that. So that switches control between Edna and Harvey. So right now we're Harvey, I believe.
Vermilion, Norwegian Umbra, and Chinese Gooseberry Pastel.
So the question now is, yeah, we need to look around here and see how we can get out. Because the ultimate goal here, do you remember like what the ultimate goal
Is
is?
she just remember how she ate the screws?
How she like, yeah, how she dealt with screws without any tools.
It's a solid rake with a long handle. One time, Edna put firecrackers in the furnace, but there was no fire in the furnace back then. Edna's playmate Alfred was there instead.
Oh, Edna, I love you.
I think she's in the asylum for a good reason.
Possibly. We don't exactly know why.
This will have to sit before it congeals. There's a reason these ended up in the basement. The reason is they are of no use whatsoever.
Can I check something? If you switch over to control of Edna, can she like... Yeah, she can try picking
I
up
can't
stuff,
reach
right?
them. Anyway, they're completely useless.
So that's just another thing to take note of. He
Right,
can't
it's
pick things
empty.
up, but she can.
Empty.
And I think there's an obvious reason why, right?
Moths didn't want them, so I don't want them either.
Yeah, so...
Yucky.
I mean, okay, so we're stuck in this basement. Yeah, okay, I was about to say... What's one of the more obvious things we could do here?
Not even raking will tidy things up here.
So now we got that open.
I can't reach it.
So now that we've got the window open, what do you think we should
Why?
try
It's
doing now,
empty.
Caitlin?
Get the box and...
They're not even worthy of racking my brain for a punchline. Edna? Will you help me up there? Just for a second?
Yeah, I think I can manage.
Here we go, Caitlin. Now we're outside. So let's take a look around and see what we can find out here.
It collects rainwater. This leads back into the house.
It's a nice sunny day in a very nice neighborhood. And take a look what's happening here.
Oh, there's somebody sitting there. The guy on the left is Mattis, Edna's father. But on the right, hey, isn't that Alfred Marcel? That's the son of Dr. Marcel, the head of the asylum. Edna had to play with him a lot back then. But why is he sitting here eating ice cream with Mattis when Edna's locked inside? I don't get it.
Yeah, why is he? Do you have any ideas?
No.
This says that you're allowed to rhyme easel with brush. Yippee!
What?
That oversight was long overdue.
That does not work at all.
It says that the chestnut burglar has escaped again. We'll have to watch our chestnuts closely now. Just a second. This is interesting. It says he escaped by using a chewed-off toenail.
Now, I could be
In
wrong.
Flint, Michigan, a left-handed person was stabbed with a right-handed pair of scissors. Very strange.
Very strange indeed. I'm trying to remember. Do you need to,
It says that
the chestnut
burglar has escaped
burglar guy,
again.
do you need to use
We'll
the
have to watch
the
our
idea
chestnuts
thing on him?
closely
Oh, maybe
now.
I'll go back. Sorry, I
Just
left.
a sec. The chestnut burglar has escaped again. Maybe Edna can learn
Yeah,
something from him.
that's what I was thinking. So, yeah. Do you see now in Harvey's quote-unquote inventory, you
It
have
says
Article
that the
2.
chest-
So, now we know that this guy managed to get out of prison by chewing off his toenails. What do you think of that?
Interesting.
Guess what? The chestnut burglar has escaped again.
Oh no, not again. Last time he took 3 trees in our street alone.
Police are saying that he escaped using a chewed-off toenail.
Really?
Hmm.
A gnawed-off toenail shouldn't be hard to come by. And now?
So now I think if you go to her, does she have that in her inventory? Yeah, she has her own chewed off toenail in her inventory. Oh, she's got good hygiene, doesn't she?
I'm really curious to see if this is gonna work. I can't believe it. It
What was
really
that,
did
Kathlynn?
work. The ledge
You just kinda
won't let
jumped
it down
backwards.
anymore.
Yeah.
I can just open the door. This really is our old kitchen. I can't wait to go on exploring my past. No, not yet. No! Dang. It was all just about to come back to me.
I'm sorry. This was all I could remember. At least you learned how to loosen screws.
Right. Thanks, Harvey. Where would I be without you?
Yeah, where would she be without him? Maybe not in here. So this is like a
That
concept
doesn't work
thing.
that way.
So, I'm trying to remember exactly how this works. So, Harvey won toenails is like, that's an idea.
Okay.
So we need to use it to, like, get toenails. So, if you interact with it, could you bring up the inventory? I don't know if that's... And then click on it? Yeah, and maybe use the hand? There we go. Now we've got our toenail.
That makes more sense.
I mean, what's not making sense here? We're using our toenail to unscrew a grate.
Oh.
How hard is it to follow that?
It's screwed
So-
on tight.
I only have one toenail.
Wait, what happened there?
I only... It only lasted for 3 screws.
Oh, I thought it would last for all of them, but you can still do it again. I
I think I do, yeah.
don't know why it disappeared. So now we've got the fan. That's the problem.
Oh, I know what we do. Talk to the guard again.
Yeah.
You could break the fan.
No, I don't think that would break the fan. I think it would break her hand.
I feel a little chilly now. Can you turn off the AC again, please?
No, fresh air is good for you. And with any luck, it'll make you drowsy.
So he's not going to do that. So
Have I already told you?
we got
that
him
I
to
play
turn
in
it
the
on
professional
by
league?
being nice to him.
Yep.
So trying to get him to turn it off by being a prick.
Let's try something like that.
Tell me more about your father.
My father.
That was an interesting way
Jeffrey Francis
she read that out.
Babbitt Sr. Yep. A formidable man.
Why don't you take your daddy's club?
And whack it across your skull.
You're mean. My poor father. Just you wait. Let's see if you're still laughing when I turn the AC back off.
I mean, this is ultimate reverse psychology, isn't it?
Because I remember he did that last time. He said it won't turn the AC on for you.
Yeah, so now we can remove this.
I think if I apply a little bit of force, I can pry it out of its casing. Help a lady out here, will you, Harvey?
Huh.
And...
So now we're in the chute. We've managed to get out of our cell, which is the first and main thing we got to do in this game.
This Edna is a real challenge, Holgar.
That's Dr. Marcel's voice. It's coming from beyond this grate.
Quick, maybe we can listen in on what they're saying.
You just spotted that, did you?
Yeah.
The body down below.
What do you mean by that, Dr. Marcel? I'm at the end of my tether. It's been 10 years, and she can still remember. You're afraid she might find out what really happened back then? Pah! Nobody will believe her. Who's gonna believe a loony? The daughter of a convicted murderer. So why are you worried? I'm not worried. I just hate her resistance.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. My dad? A murderer?
There's something rotten in the state of Denmark.
Sweet Hamlet quote,
Yeah.
Harvey.
This Dr. Marcel is hiding something. As soon as we're out of here, we'll have to clear the good name of my father.
Okay.
So that's a big thing. Now, what I was going to say was, I can't remember if this is important or not, but could you go back just a moment in the shoot? I'm just trying to remember with this fan, this ventilator, you can't pick it up, can you?
No, it's broken.
But we could build a perfect broken helicopter from the parts.
What on earth would we possibly do with the broken helicopter?
Right. We'd still need somebody who could fix it.
Or we could just try and find another way out of here.
All the better. There must be hundreds of people out there who can fix a helicopter.
Oh.
Okay, so no, we can't take it.
No, but it was a cute dialogue. What do you think for a crawling animation, by the
It's
way?
adorable.
I guess she's in her 20s? If that was 10 years ago, she would look
I'm
like maybe
guessing.
12 or 13 or something.
Closed. As was to be expected. Maybe you can chew through the bars, Harvey.
I'm afraid I can't.
Oh, here
My
we go with the
teeth
terry
are made
cloth.
of
Yeah, so that's a
terry
repeat
cloth.
dialogue.
Oh.
Freedom, cut to shreds by the merciless bars of a grate.
So you're going to go back into the shoes.
So, here's a question. So, when we were in the shoot, what was the big kind of area we were looking at?
This one.
Yeah.
And yet again, Harvey, a grate.
So now what? Shall I nibble your toenails for you now?
So I think we might need to unscrew this.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Sturdy.
So do you still have your toenail?
I
You
do.
do.
Dr. Marcel and Holger are gone. Well, here we go again. I'm starting to get the hang of this.
I mean, to be fair, that would be really
And
useful.
It's gone now. I have no toenails.
Yeah, if you want more toenails, you're going to have to chew more off. Don't worry, for some reason, she has an unlimited supply of toenails. So, let's go ahead and be our standard point-and-click selves.
Although it's not exactly gracious the way the photo has been crammed into this smaller frame, I don't see any reason why I should change that.
So, what
I don't want to take the
what do
photo with
most
me.
point-and-click characters, what's a joke that people like to make about them?
The kleptomaniacs.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think she was using it on the table. I think she was like
I'm
drawing
trying
with it.
Oh, bottom pen. Here we go. Take pen.
Yeah, picking it up might be good. So I think that's like press and use, what you were doing there, you see.
I want to see what the article says.
A
But poking it
framed
is probably not gonna
newspaper
help.
Clip over the mantelpiece. That seems to be important. Now, what is
Ooh.
this? That's my father right there in the picture. This article states my father is a murderer. That is a horrendous lie.
So he apparently murdered an 8-year-old boy.
Oh, the neighbor?
Maybe. That's the only young boy that we're aware of.
It shows a boy who's smiling. I don't know him, but he's starting to annoy me.
Oh.
A boy studying. And is that supposed to be me? That's strange. There's only one half of me. An old photograph of a boy playing. I think I know him from somewhere.
So that does seem to be implying that she knows the son, which, I mean, makes perfect sense because she apparently bullied the son a bit. Stuck him in the in the actual little, like, what was it called? The,
Polo mallet.
I have fryer in my head, that's not right. The boiler? What was that thing that was in the basement before?
I can't remember.
Closed. That makes me angry.
Breaking it open is not the option. You can try it. Yeah, you can't open the two.
I was hoping there'd be something in there.
I used to be scared of cabinets when I was a child.
Wow, that's actual foreshadowing right there.
A fireplace. Source of coziness and warmth.
There's some details, alright, that you can only appreciate once you've, like, played through the game and gotten the full story. The cabinet thing there being one of them.
That's what I call a massive chair.
So, I mean, we're in here. Is there nothing else you want to... Oh, you took it. Great.
I took the mallet, the pen.
And the encyclopedia.
I feel like, is that all I can take?
For the moment, I believe that is the case. I think the drawer is locked, right?
Yikes.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, if it isn't Miss Edna.
say
How
fuck up.
did you manage
That's
to
fine.
get out of your cell?
So before we answer this, just to let you know, so in the past there were old point-and-click games, alright, where you could soft-lock yourself, as in do things that mean you can't progress in the game anymore.
Okay.
But modern point-and-click games tend to not do that, understandably, because,
Yeah.
you know, that can be very frustrating. As far as I'm aware, you can't soft-lock yourself in this game.
Okay.
So it's fine if you make mistakes, you should still be able to, like, you know, fix it.
That mini golf guy let me out.
Babbitt? He's getting less and less reliable. Dr. Marcel will be frothing at the mouth when he comes back from town. Be that as it may, you're coming with me now. I'll put you back in your cell.
Ha! Never!
Don't you want to know what
I knew you were going to pick that.
Sure, fire away.
I had to go to the bathroom and got lost.
Oh, come to Ulgor and I'll show you the way. The way back to your cell.
Ha! Never!
So he's determined to bring you back.
I want to talk to Dr. Marcel. At once.
The doctor is out.
Well, true, he just
Talk
said
to
that
him
Dr.
as
Marcel
soon
was
as
in
he's
town.
back.
Or
I know.
Until
I want to
then,
be a nosy
you'll be put
bitch.
back in your
Never.
cell. As you wish. We might as well wait here, even if it takes all day long. I've got plenty of time.
So now you can start accessing things. So as you can imagine, we gotta fix this. That was right, Caitlin.
That was the obvious thing to do.
Rid of Holger first.
Come on, we
Oh, closet.
No. Somebody could find him and sound the alarm.
You have experience.
I like
with
that.
this kind of thing, don't
For
you?
once, your idea of like committing violence in these types of games actually was like was the correct answer.
Yes, I should get rid of him. But where to put him? Ah, I know. The cabinet.
And she does in the best way possible. Upside down. Oh god. She couldn't have put him like feet first. So now we're out in the hallway, but still we're gonna run into a problem. Can you guess what that is?
We're going to run into more people.
That's too
Probably.
high. I'm sure I can find
Anyone
a better
specific?
exit.
Probably the golf guy.
Probably the golf guy, yeah. If I had to guess.
Oops.
Help! Murder!
Of the plant. So,
What can I
this
steal?
is an interesting little
I may have lost my memory.
oh, this is great
But I
actually.
can still vividly remember how much I used to dislike Alf.
Do you know Alf?
Kind of.
He's like an old TV show character. So, I'd be curious to see if you can...
Take the radioactive stuff.
Tastes like pineapple.
No, she tasted it.
I don't want it. It's broken.
So, this was the first time in the game, I think, where I
can't
had
reach
to,
them.
like...
I always
Like, I went through all of
chemistry
this
lessons
smoothly
anyway.
up to this point, and then when I got to this bit, I was like, how do I do this? It took me a little bit, but I did figure it out, and so I'm curious to see how you perform. You did actually take the comic book.
Can't do that. There are some missing.
Oh, this isn't Day of the Tentacle. For anyone who gets that reference.
There are some missing.
Do you remember the reference I'm talking about?
No, I don't think. Oh, I think. Oh, I do have the comic book. Yeah.
Yeah. Like your first instinct is go out the window. Yeah, do you recognize that grate?
Is that the grate I couldn't get out through?
Yes.
I'm gonna unlock it.
Fair enough. So that means are there screws there?
I think I'm gonna have to.
I can't open it without my
Special tool.
Yes, folks, it's time once again for Edna Conrad and her dancing toenails. It loses some of its appeal trying to get in instead of out.
Yeah, she's actually trying to get in now. I don't think jumping off would be a good idea, Caitlin.
I can't click down below.
Yeah, some of the marks actually aren't quite in the right position. So if you want to see down below, actually, I think it's more like click down at the bottom left.
Jumping is not a solution. I'll use that as motivation.
Oh, yes. Freedom. Just outside that wall.
At the same time, not far away. Stay tuned for another mind-blowing story about people with big...
What the? Not again.
And we haven't met this guy yet.
No, we haven't. I was wondering if he's gonna be a mini golf guy.
Nah, he's not mini golf guy.
I'll just go back to watching the Looney Show.
As you can imagine, that is something we needed to do at a certain point.
Okay.
So I'm glad that you got it at this point. Now, let's just practice this traveling thing a bit. So point to one of the sides of the screen and just double click it. See?
Ah, okay.
Don't you think that's a little more efficient? I noticed you're like clicking two different buttons. I think it's a double left click too.
Uh-oh.
This is the
I
guy.
better skedaddle.
Wait, you little brat!
We gotta run.
Oh, wrong way, wasn't it?
I think if we go back now, I think he's gonna catch up, so...
What's going on here? What's the big idea walking around on your own? And how
Can I
did
put him
you
in the
manage
closet
to get
too?
out of there?
Oh, if only.
Back to
Do we
your
actually still have the
cell.
hammer?
Don't you
Yeah.
want to hear my answer?
Oh!
You'll have to get up earlier for that.
They took that into account.
Okay, Houdini.
I like, it was like he was using a sword there.
But one thing's for sure.
How does he not see how she
it won't
escaped?
happen again.
Because he's an idiot. That's what it is. Let's just escape now again. Again, I think you could have double-clicked there, but... I like your instinct wasn't go into the office, go out into the... So, this time maybe let's bring him into that room there. That sound fair?
Hey,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I better skedaddle.
I made a mistake.
It's okay.
wait, you little brat.
And from here we can go to the window.
Do I stay here?
Actually... Wait, could you go back for a second? Is he not going to look out the window now? There he is.
What's the meaning of this? Come back here at once. You'll break every bone in your body.
Why don't you come and get me?
Well,
Oh, isn't that cute? Our mini golf professional has a fear of heights. Coward, coward.
yeah, you just laugh. But eventually, you'll have to come down from there. And that's when I'll show you.
So, yeah, he's not going to come out onto here. To be fair, actually, I will say, folks, I don't think that'll work. He's got his golf club, remember? His amazing golf club that he'll, like, block himself with.
What do you think of a duel?
Sure thing, sweetheart. Just come over to the window.
Forget it.
So to be fair, folks, actually I have a fear of heights myself. I don't know if you know this, Caitlin.
Alright.
I don't handle heights well. I mean, I'm not the worst. Like, I mean, I can go up a ladder, no problem. But if, like, I'm standing at a ledge, that's when I get, like, I start kind of freaking out and getting nervous.
Oh wait, I know what to do now.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna go in here, and what's your plan then, Caitlin?
Go down the hallway like normal.
Do you think that's the right idea? Don't you think he might just follow us?
How does he know that I'm here?
Maybe he'll go out eventually, but he's like, oh, she hasn't been out for a while. Oh, okay, just do it then. Just see how it goes.
There was a window. Why don't I go out this window?
I think that window is bolted or something, like locked.
Hey!
Uh-oh, I better skedaddle.
Yeah, so this is a little,
Wait!
but I will admit that this little part is a little glitchy. So,
Rabbit is in there. I better
as you
not
see,
go too
that
close to him.
this part isn't quite 100% put together. Remember I said this is like an early game
Yeah.
from them, so that bit is a bit janky, but that's luckily that's one of the few janky spots in the
okay.
whole game.
Foolishness! You'll have to get up earlier for that. Yep.
So yeah, that's something that I kind of wish in this version they fixed, but
Okay.
I think it's the same code essentially. I think they've just put a new coat of paint over it, you see. Because I suspect, I don't know how much of this game they made in college, you see, for their thesis.
Oh yeah, they made this for college, did they?
Not all of it. Like, they didn't make the whole game for college. This game was expanded on once they'd graduated. Because they were like, let's just make this into a full game. Which I'm very thankful they did, because this game's awesome. Yeah, there he is. So, you did something in this hallway at one
Or I
point.
broke the plant.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else will take care of that.
But the more important thing...
I could lug that a few yards, tops.
So yeah, why don't we do that?
That's too high. I'm sure I can find a better exit.
She says she can lug it a few yards.
This thing.
I'm a metric person myself, folks. Now,
Wait, she moved it this way though.
here's the problem, you see. So, the column is there now, but it's still not enough to block the door handle. Do we have anything... Do we actually have anything? I'm trying to remember what we actually use here. I think that might be right.
Now the handle can't be pushed down anymore.
What the?
Have you ever done that, actually?
Hey!
No.
I did that once when I was young.
What's going on? I'm still
I
in
set it up
here.
so that, like, the door handle couldn't actually be brought down. Essentially creating a locked room.
Dr. Marcel!
Now, the thing is, I locked myself in, so it wasn't like I was locking
Yeah.
someone else in. Hey, you got the achievement, I think.
Yes, it did.
So now we are free to explore the asylum.